So one of you kindly recommended the Godox 350, so I did get that, and today I want to use this as the master on the camera. I'm just going to turn the power way down on this, and then the V1 in the angler box. And I just did the color correction gel in this flash, so hopefully that green cast will be gone. But I really wanted to try this this is like the ultimate run and gun if this works as I expect it to. With this tiny little thing on top, and I can put some fill light in and have this on the side. Let's just try it and see how it does. I'm hoping it works well. I heard that there may be this version. I just don't know that much about Godox, but I'm pretty sure someone said that this version is available with one of those lithium batteries. That, you know, I'm going to check into that because that would be great. I'm using the version with the AA's right now. But if they do have one with lithium battery like they have in the V1, that would be fantastic. Because I hate buying AA batteries or even recharging AA batteries and having to carry those little things. Anyway, so I'm going to do a quick shoot with it, show you some photos from it, and hopefully it works out the way I expect it to. It should be a fun shoot. The only thing this is really loose. Other than that, I think it's great. So far, I've just been playing around with it. I like it, the 350. So, but if there is a lithium battery replacement instead of the AA's, let me know below. You know, if there's a different name for it, because I haven't had a chance to look yet. But anyway, enjoy the shoot. Okay, this is my total setup: the 350 and the V1 with the Angler 20-inch. I just wanted to have fun with this. I literally went next door to the salon and grabbed Abby at the front desk and said, "Hey, to come over for a quick shoot," just so I can show you what this light can do, what this light setup can do. And I'll tell you what, whether you're starting out or a seasoned pro, this is a nice little setup. That 350 is fantastic. Well, this was a little harsh. Minor adjustments. That angler is too direct on the model. So if I'm going to feather that light, turn it just a little bit to feather it more, and turn it up just a little bit because obviously I'm feathering it, so the light's going to go down. But if I feather it, that's going to soften that up. You know, that first photo, it just looked a little harsh to me. But quick adjustments, and actually, I mean, it was a little learning curve with this 350, but once I got it, it was great. I can adjust everything right from here. I liked this a lot. I mean, I never use an on-camera flash, you know, as a master, but this was fun. This was a really cool. Now there it is. I turned it up just a little bit, feathered it. I like the pop out of it. It's softer on her face, but it still has a pop, which I love a harder light. And I know a lot of people like soft, but this light it worked well. Now, vertical, I never shoot in vertical, but I wanted to try this. Now that shadow that's below her is coming from an overhead light. It's not affecting the photos themselves, but it did affect what's coming on the backdrop. So I just wanted to pull her away from that backdrop and, you know, to get rid of that shadow so it doesn't affect the photos. And as you can see, when she comes up, you know, that the light above her is off of her a lot more. And I did have a misfire, and I'll actually throw it in here just so you can see what it looks like without the flashes on her. You can see that obviously the whole thing is being lit by flash. The backdrop, of course, is still a little lighter, but nothing major. And it's not bright enough to remove shadows if there was shadows. So give me 1 second here. I'll throw that misfire in. There it is. So there's not a lot of light on her at all from the studio lighting above. And the only reason I had it on was for the video, so you could actually see her, because otherwise you wouldn't see anything. It would be too dark and grainy, and you guys would be yelling at me for a terrible video. But anyway, so just feather it just a little bit on that main light, the V1, and on the camera flash, just, you know, adjust it. You know, you just want it to give a little bit of fill. If you turn it up too high, you're going to get like that, a little tiny bit of red eye, not like a full red eye, but just that little rim around, which can be easily removed if you do that. But, you know, just play with it and use it for fill, and that's it, and to control everything. And you can shut it right off too. I mean, not with a setup like this with a light, you know, backlight, but minor adjustments, and wow, you can just pop off, like, there you go. I mean, the first light I thought was too hot. The second one, I love that. I think it's perfect. I turned up the camera flash just a little bit to fill in that side because she wasn't getting any light on that at all. And it's working well. So, you know, I would highly recommend this as a run and gun for anybody. I don't care if you're just starting out, want to practice and play with flash, you know, especially for, you know, people on the colder weather. I mean, this is great for indoors. You can do this in your living room, for God's sakes. Everything's small enough to shoot anywhere. So now I know, like, in a studio, it's like a controlled environment, and, you know, what about this in the real world? Well, after we're done here in the studio, I'm going to take this out in the real world. I'm going to go over to her work and set this up really quick to show you what it's like if you were shooting on location, and what it looks like. And again, the location we're going to is a salon where she works. It's extremely high ceilings. They're darkish gray. Thank you. Hold on.
Adios.
Had to let her say goodbye. Anyway, there's one retouched really quick. Nothing major, just a little bit of retouching, so you can see a finished image from that, which is nice. I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, 2 speed lights, you have to admit, that's not bad. So, you know, when I first start at a location, I really want to shoot straight on to see what the environment light is like, what the main light, which would be the V1, is going to be like, and then the fill on the flash itself. I turn that way down, so I'm just getting more of the V1 than anything else. And once I get a base, I can adjust my ISO and, you know, match the light to where I want it to be, and what it's, you know, what my final image is going to look like. So the first one, obviously, you know, there's more light on her, the environment's too low, so I just bump up the ISO, make a little bit of adjustment. I like the light coming off the V1, but I want it up just a little bit to give a little bit more light. And then now I'm shooting what will be the final image. Now, if I was going to give this to a client, I'll show you, you know, the straight out of camera one, and then I'll show you the edited one. But this on location, I mean, it would literally take me 30 seconds to set up, pull the camera out of the bag and pop that thing open, and I'm ready to go, which is really nice. Now that's straight out of camera. Everything was good. I liked the light. I liked the look of it. And there's the final image edited. Like I said, minor edits, nothing major. Kept the color the way it was. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.